And let's get right to KCRA Area 3 weather. People all across Northern California right now getting ready for the next storm that is coming. It is clear in Lake Tahoe right now. You can see there just beautiful skies. All the snow from the last round is piled up, and there are concerns that it could weigh heavy on homes and even bring more roofs down.
Down in the valley, preparations are also underway, but here it's the rain and the wind we're expecting. In Sacramento County, sandbags are being filled right now, and crews are out clearing drains to try and keep them from backing up and causing more problems. Rain, gusty winds, and snow. We expect to see it all tomorrow, and right now crews and residents are doing all they can to gear up and prevent any problems that might come up.
Yeah, and already an evacuation order has gone out. It's been issued for the Newman area of San Joaquin River. Here's the map now. This is east of River Road and south at Crow's Landing Road. It's a sparsely populated area there. Stanislaus County emergency staff say that there are also evacuation warnings just west of River Road. An evacuation shelter is being set up currently at Patterson High if you need to go there. Okay, so a lot to get through, and we're going to do that with our team of reporters in the mountains and in the valley.
And of course, we have Chief Meteorologist Mark Finan tracking it all for us. So Mark, we'll start with you and give us an overview of what's coming our way.
You know, we had a bit of rain and snow early this morning, but that was the last of the cold weather systems we're going to be seeing. Instead, tomorrow we get a change to a much warmer weather system that is going to bring wind, rain, and snow. So let's get to what we are going to see. We are going to see heavy rain. Over the last couple of storms, the valley has seen very little in the way of rain, but instead we're going to be talking about inches of rain in the valley and much more than that in the foothills. So that's certainly going to be an issue. The wind is going to pick up tomorrow, probably starting around sunset, and then tomorrow night we could start to see winds that'll be gusting 40, 45, maybe 50 miles an hour in parts of the valley as well as the lower foothills. And Sierra snow. Over the last couple of days, we had been thinking that we would be seeing the snow level maybe above pass level. That has changed. We now think that we are going to see snow on the passes and a little bit below. While it'll be above the foothills, we are going to see enough snow in the Sierra to cause an issue. And we'll talk more about that coming up in just a little bit. But first, let's talk about just what is happening here in the big picture. As we've been talking about, an atmospheric river coming our way, a Pineapple Express. And you can start to see that now. We have clear skies in California, but look at this large area of moisture starting to come off the Pacific, and it's all starting to line up coming our way. The rain will likely start tomorrow, maybe around the midday and into the afternoon. And once it gets going, we're going to see a lot of rain between Thursday and Friday. For the valley, about 1.5 inches to 2 inches, but look at how much that goes up into the foothills. You get just above about 1,000 feet, and the gradient really goes up so that east of Placerville, we could see as much as 6 inches of rain, and north of Grass Valley, maybe as much as 7. We'll talk more about the wind and snow and the timing in just a couple of minutes.
All right, we'll check back, obviously, Mark. Thanks. Well, let's go to El Dorado County right now. Many who haven't had much of a break there are now getting ready for another round.
KCRA 3's Maricela de Cruz is live in Pollock Pines right now, where people have been trying to shovel snow and save their homes. So Maricela, what are they doing to prepare?
Yeah, Andrea, so a lot of residents out here say they haven't seen this much snow in years. And I'll give you an example of what we're seeing. You know, there's this pickup truck right behind us, and it's almost completely covered in all this snow. And to avoid any other accidents in their homes, you know, some residents are shoveling off specifically the snow off their roofs to avoid them from collapsing. Residents throughout the Sierra shoveling snow off their roofs as a very wet storm approaches.
Make sure all our snow is removed from our roof because the rain's going to come and it's going to rain it down and make it heavy, so we want to make sure it's all out and gone.
Several residents and officials we spoke to say this winter has been especially tough as roofs have collapsed due to the heavy snow.
There is always that risk of some type of fire damage or gas leak, something of that nature. So if we get notified, our crews will respond, make sure that the structure is safe, make sure that nobody's in the structure, and then pass that information along to the county building department.
A perfect example of some damage left behind by the snow is right across from the fire station at the Apple Mill storage, which over the last week collapsed. To avoid a similar situation, Fire Chief Tim Cordero says that they prepared this morning for the first time in decades.
Given the snow load, which was very heavy and abnormal for this area, when we caught the lull in the storms, in between storms, the crews were on the roof yesterday getting all the snow off of this station and our station up in Pollock Pines to avoid any type of structural damage to our firehouse.
And Chief Cordero also says that they're gearing up for the storm with additional resources, even adding water rescue teams over the weekend to avoid any similar situations like they saw back in January. We're live in Pollock Pines. Maricela de la Cruz, KCRA 3 News.
Great to see all of that preparation, Maricela. Thank you.
Now, there are warning signs that all the snow that we've had is becoming too much for people's roofs, and it could give way. This is from the El Dorado County Fire Protection District, and they say you need to look for anything like sagging tiles in the ceiling, cracks in your ceiling, sheetrock or the walls, or maybe a door or window that can't open or close very good. Also, listen for any cracking, some creaking, maybe some popping noises in your house. They say that flat roofs on homes and mobile homes are especially vulnerable.
Something else that will be top of mind the next several days are the Sierra roads. Taking a look right now at I-80 at Donner Lake, that's on your left, and Highway 50 at Myers right there on your right. No issues on either one right now. The roads are nice and clear, at least for now, but of course that is likely to change. And Caltrans crews say if you have to drive, make sure to check the road conditions before you get on the road.
And power could be a problem as the wind picks up. Let's not forget that some people in the foothills and the Sierra have already been going without electricity now for more than a week because of the last storm.
The area impacted the most is still Nevada County, with about 4,800 customers without power at this point. That's about 1,000 fewer than this time yesterday. PG&E says its crews have been out around the clock working to get that power back on. They do have local teams out in Nevada County, as well as crews from out of the area and contractors to help them with all of that work. And they say deep snow and fallen trees on smaller roads are actually slowing them down and making it harder to reach some of those spots. And the utility says people should be ready for the possibility of power outages yet again. So something they need to prepare for.
Yeah, let's go back to Mark right now. Let's talk about winds now, Mark.
So yeah, we've been talking about the power outages in the foothills. By the time we get to tomorrow night, we may be talking about power outages in Sacramento County, San Joaquin County, in the lower foothills down below Highway 49. I'm going to show you wind gusts here. This is the forecast from Futurecast. This is tomorrow at noon. And while we'll have a breeze out of the southeast, it won't be all that gusty. So gradually the winds will pick up. It'll be after sunset tomorrow night that we'll start to see the strongest winds. This is at 6 o'clock. And you notice that it's the central part of the valley and the east side of the valley. Look at Valley Springs, gusting to 52, 43 in Ione, 36 in Folsom. And that will continue into tomorrow night. This is at 9 o'clock. Ione now getting gusts of 50, Stockton gusts of 40. You start getting gusts over 40, 45 miles an hour. That's when you have the possibility of having tree limbs come down and power outages. And we will have that possibility tomorrow night. This is at 1 o'clock in the morning, same thing. And then gradually during the overnight hours and early Friday morning, that wind will be easing. Let me give you a better example of just how this is going to ramp up in the Sacramento area. So early in the evening, the winds may be gusting into the 30s, but it's really going to be late in the evening that wind starts getting over that 40-mile-an-hour threshold. And that's why we're calling that an alert day for both Thursday and into the day on Friday. So those winds gusting over 40 late tomorrow night and early Friday, that's when we could have some power outages. Back to you.
Mark, thanks for that. And in preparation for the storm, water officials have to release water from the New Bullards Bar Dam and Reservoir in Yuba County. The recent snow and rain has caused water levels to rise. It's up to about 81% capacity. So as a precaution, they've opened 3 gates to release more than 5,000 cubic feet of water per second to make more room.
At our dam, we have, it's built for flood protection, and we have a certain amount of space that's reserved during this winter season to protect the downstream communities in case any major flood comes in. So we're preparing to do these early releases so that we can keep that space in case a bigger storm comes in afterwards.
And this is the first time in nearly 4 years that they've released water here at this location. So with that in mind, Mark, yeah, it's all about managing the levels there.
And we're going to keep an eye on a couple of rivers down on the valley floor. The Cosumnes, of course, does not have any dams above it. So whatever falls in El Dorado and Amador County, whatever snow melts is going to come right down into the valley floor. This is the latest forecast from the River Forecast Center. And this is where we stand right now. This black line is where the current level. And then this is the rise we're expecting on Friday. There is is the peak expected on late Friday night, and that is around 13.5 feet, maybe close to 14 feet. For reference, the peak here at Michigan Bar near Rancho Murrieta back in January was over 16 feet. So this is about 3 feet lower than that. And then we would see it come down into the day Saturday. However, this level would be enough that we would see high water come down through Wilton late Friday night and into Saturday, and it may impact areas like Bruceville Road and Twin Cities Road on Saturday and Sunday. And we're also keeping an eye on the Tuolumne River. Similar rise. This is due to rainfall as well as releases out of Don Pedro. This is a higher level than we saw back in January, going over flood stage on Saturday, something we'll have to keep an eye on for downtown Modesto for the weekend. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Mark. Well, officials are closely watching water levels, especially in areas in Modesto, like the Tuolumne River Mark was talking about, Dry Creek, where people are concerned about the potential of flooding.
And KCRA 3's Josie Hart joins us at Driftwood Mobile Home Park. This is one of the areas that's been most at risk for flooding during recent storms. So how are people preparing there?
Well, as of right now, there is no official flood warning or evacuation warning for the people here, but they're saying that's not a chance that they're ready. And right now they are keeping a close eye on the river around them themselves as these rains continue. For residents at Modesto's Driftwood Mobile Home Park, it's not their first time seeing the Tuolumne River waters rise near their properties. But as rainfall moves in this week, the potential for flooding is a concern for them.
Hopefully it doesn't flood. I mean, it's scary if it does. I don't know what else is, what's going to happen to us.
Residents say the water levels are usually lower than what they are seeing now, but have stayed high since the recent heavy rainstorms that began in December. Turlock Irrigation District officials say they are expecting water levels to rise this week in some areas.
Any of the rivers within the San Joaquin area, so you have Dry Creek on the Modesto side for the Tuolumne River, and then there's also Bear Creek in Merced. Those are both kind of unimpaired creeks that can cause large flows, and they're very flashy, so those flows can come up really fast.
Kramer says irrigation experts are currently monitoring water levels on the field and through technology. As far as residents' concerns,
we needed the rain, right? But I just hope they release the water evenly.
Irrigation officials say they will be making reductions in water releases.
We are tracking forecasts along Dry Creek, and then we are able to in real time adjust our releases to ensure that we are below flood stage at 9th Street Modesto and have non-damaging flows through that area.
Irrigation officials say that with this type of rainfall, conditions can change rather quickly. Right now, they are encouraging everybody to keep an eye on those emergency alerts. Reporting live in Modesto, Josie Hart, KCRA 3 News.
Some great advice, Josie. Thank you so much. And we are following the rain, wind, and snow this week. You can track them on our KCRA 3 app, and you can use the interactive radar to see when the weather is going to impact your neighborhood.